My name is Cantor Meredith Greenberg. I serve Temple near Tamid in Bloomfield, New Jersey. Rabbinic sages have been teaching for centuries of the many possibilities for our patriarch Yitzchak and the life that follows after the traumatic events of the Akedat Yitzchak, the binding of him. We learned that both from that place in his life, that terrible experience, and the loss of his mother, which we hear about in this week's Torah portion, Parshat Chayei-Sara, that Isaac has to learn his own path to healing. Some of the sages teach that he never gets there, that the fear that is no doubt felt by him can no longer ever be healed because of its significance, and so he simply withers away and dies. Other rabbinic sages teach that, in fact, he goes blind, that the somatic experience of the trauma comes through the manifestation of blindness. But rabbinic sage Rashi explains to us that in this week's Torah portion, as we learn that Yitzchak is coming back from an outdoor evening stroll, that this is not any regular kind of stroll, but in fact that this is a practice for Yitzchak, that he has learned that through silence, through meditation, through a consistent and tender care of his soul and of his menuchat hanefesh, his equanimity, he is able to find his path, to walk in his own shoes and to live a life of wholeness. In fact, what we learn is that he lives near a place known in Torah as Be'er Le-Chai Rui, literally the well in which the Holy One sees me, sees my life. It is there that Isaac learns little by little that it is not through words only that one can heal. It is not through leaving home and going and finding new experiences to bring to the life that had been unexpected. These are only some paths, but that there is a path in which we are invited to go inward, in which we find the words that come through us, but can only come when we give ourselves time to be within that place of silence and even nothingness. The sages attribute our entire afternoon service, our entire time of afternoon prayer, to Isaac's seeking to find that healing. And that it is Isaac that reminds us that when we are in the midst of our day, we must return to self. We must find ways to rejuvenate, to renew, and to listen deeply inward. That is the path that ultimately leads Isaac to become a worthy and valuable patriarch, though he has had a significant trauma, and a partner to his Rebecca, and through the two of them, an ability to continue to bring forth the promise that the Jewish people will flourish and will become a light in this world for generations to come. And so I pray that for each of us, we can learn from not only Avraham and from Sarah and from those who give us many words and many lessons in Torah, but from the silent path of Isaac, the one in which he teaches us to draw into the deepest places in our soul to find Shlemut. Shabbat Shalom.